Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Taking the Lead. As you know, I'm Ken Jacobs, and I want to talk to you today about my world, and that's coaching. And I want to talk to you about what coaching isn't, how it differs from other development modalities you may have experienced. So why don't we dig right in? Well, coaching is different than consulting and training and mentoring. You can take my word for that because I also do consulting, training, and mentoring. And with those very important techniques or modalities, we advise, we counsel, we give advice. That's what I do in those other modalities. But in coaching, we don't do that. Not good coaches. We're not supposed to do that. In coaching, instead of telling, we ask open-ended, empowering questions. Why do we do that? Well, there are a number of reasons, but most important, it's because that's what lights up the brain of the coaching client when we ask open-ended, empowering questions. And some of you have heard me say this. That's where we light up the part of the brain where things like collaboration, creativity, passion, action, and memory reside. That's what an open-ended, empowering question does to the brain of the coaching client. And that's why coaches use clients, and coaches should catch themselves if they're giving too much advice or counsel, because then they've gone into consulting. Um, Consulting tends to be about a thing, new business, growing business, client service, AI, making better profit, if you're in an agency. Whereas coaching, at least for me, is always about the person. And even if it's group coaching or team coaching, it's mostly about the person. And in my case, as a leadership or executive coach, it's about how they're leading others, how they're leading their peers, how they're leading their teams, how they're leading themselves. And if they have a boss, how they lead up to that boss. It's very different from sports coaching, even though many top athletes from the world of sports have a sports coach and they have a business or life coach. Because, in sports coaching, unless it's about changing your personal record, in sports coaching, someone always loses, right? You don't always remember who won the silver or the bronze. In sports coaching, the coaching client wins, but some other team or some other person loses. In the coaching we do, everyone wins. As our coaching clients grow, we see improvements in how they react and respond to their teams, their bosses, all these groups we said earlier, and they tend to do better. It's also quite different from therapy. In full candor, I've never been in therapy. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I should have been. But my understanding of a lot of therapy is that there's a lot of living in the past for a reason. We go back to the roots in therapy. We understand why things are the way they are because of why they were. And are there people we need to forgive, people we need to ask forgiveness from? In coaching, the past comes up, and it comes up quite a bit. But with our clients, if they bring up the past, we very gently bring them into the present. And what I like to say is, thank you for sharing that observation about the past. What do you want to do about that now? With the emphasis on you, because it's you, you're in charge. Do active verb right now in the moment. Many of our coaching clients have been in therapy concurrently or previously, and they've always told me they work together quite well. They've never found any dissonance between what they're experiencing in therapy and what they might be experiencing in a coaching session. One thing you need to know about coaching is that, in full candor, the coaching client, I think, does the heavy lifting. I have a number of clients. Some are making amazing, deep changes in their life and their work with great speed. Others, it's a little slower, and that's fine. It's their journey, not mine, as we like to say. So the speed, the progress is entirely up to them. The coach is cheerleader, supporter, teller of truths with the client's permission. We help our clients turn their dreams into goals, their goals into actions, and to take action. And most important, I think coaches must provide a judgment-free zone. When we're in a coaching session, I can either judge my clients or I can coach them. And of course, I strive to always coach them, never to judge them. So that's a little bit of a brief intro to coaching, what it is, what it isn't, how it differs from some other things. If you'd like to learn more about executive leadership coaching, I hope you'll reach out to me at ken@jacobscomm.com. Again, ken@jacobscomm.com. And as we always say, till next time, keep on taking the lead.